little questionnaire in the old Instagram story. We are on a field trip today. We're out here at Hits Farms 1.0. Hits Farms 2.0 is our lovely abode. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about genetics. So 8th graders, that's kind of what we're starting into right now. And we just kind of went through reproduction and stuff like that. So genetics. Anytime you look around, you look at one of your friends, you look at yourself, we all have differences, right? I'm going to flip the camera around and so you see Lily and Ringo. Okay, so you look at the two dogs and they are obviously both dogs, but genetically they're completely different. They look completely different. I'm not going to lie, they usually act completely different. And that's just based on their genetics, okay? So if you ever look at Dawson, he has one genetic trait that makes him very unique compared to other people, and it's definitely his red hair, right? His dad actually used to have black hair. Granted, I don't think you'd believe it now, but his mom still has very red hair, and that's where he and his sisters got their red hair from, is from their mom's red hair genetic trait. So that's what we're going to talk about today, is genetics. So we're out here at the farm, and Dawson is going to kind of talk us through some corn genetics and why farmers do and pick the seed that they do. So he has a book that we're going to look at for a little bit, and he's going to talk about different things that are important for corn genetics and when farmers are picking seed.
Okay, hi everyone, it's Farmer Friday. We're just going to run through, I guess, when I go to buy seed, I get a book from my seed dealers, and it kind of goes through all the different hybrids out there. So not all corn is the same. Every corn kernel is a little bit different, and there's certain traits about each kernel that you want, because not all growing environments are the same, and not all seeds are going to act the same in every environment. So we got a lot of hybrids here. This is Pioneer, so we'll just pick a number here, like Pioneer 1197, pretty common number. Some of the things I look at when I'm picking a hybrid is I want it to yield, of course, and then the second thing I look at is stress emergence. So we come down here, we look at 1197. It's got a 5 rating, so it's about average, but the stress emergence is how well the kernel can get out of the ground and not ideal growing conditions. So like really cold temperatures, or too much moisture, or just being in the ground a long time. So I believe the higher the score is on these numbers, the better it's going to perform in that particular situation. And then the next one I'll look at is stalk strength and mid-season brittle snap. Nebraska, we get a lot of wind and hail June, July, and that's when corn's pretty vulnerable to breaking over or breaking off. So kind of look at that. This one's got a 5 and a 7, so it's a little above average as far as brittle snap goes. So
What is brittle snap exactly, just for people who might not know what that is?
brittle snap is like when the corn grows really fast. It can elongate and the internodes get too long, and it just doesn't have the nutrients in the stalk because it's growing so fast it can't pull them out of the soil quick enough, and so it gets really susceptible to wind, so it can break over if we get high wind events at a particular time. So, and then there's all kinds of other things that people can look for different growing conditions.
So these are all of the different traits that each individual corn seed would have. So thinking of genetics, depending on what type of soil you have and the growing conditions that you have,
And the environment.
And the environment that you're in, it'll vary what seed you get. So some other things, there's some root strength, stay green. What's that?
Stay green, how long it stays green.
Oh,
like
well, that's pretty. So,
yeah, like late in the season, the corn will kind of turn brown.
So yeah, there you go. Those are some different traits of different corn seeds that different find really important when they go to buy seed, because buying seed is a really big deal. I mean,
Yes.
You don't get the right seed and put it in the ground, you're not going to get the yields that you want, and going to be a hot mess for your wife, right? Okay, so again, genetics and traits, it's just what makes everybody you. right? My family, my dad is the only one in my family with brown eyes. So I definitely got my brown eye color from my dad's genetic trait. My siblings, they got, Madison has blue eyes, Ty has blue eyes, and Morgan, she's a mutant. She actually has cat eyes. Morgan, you're on here, so I'm glad you can hear this. So Morgan actually has one like blue eye, and then she has another one that's like hazily brown. So yeah, she's a mutation, that genetic mutation. So Dulce is also, he actually has the planter running today, and he wanted to show us how seeds move through the planter and into the ground. So we're gonna have a little live demonstration for you, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the shop is gonna be really, really loud, so I'm gonna try to put my finger over the speaker just so it isn't loud for everyone.
Yeah, I'll try to explain the process right now. I guess there's a vacuum on the planter, and on the one side of the seed disc, I wish I brought that in there. But anyways, it's sucking, it's pulling air, and so the seeds will stick to this plate, and I can show you that it's rotating. It'll stick to the plate, and it'll roll it all the way around, and then it gets to an area on the seed disc where there's no vacuum. So then it releases off the seed disc, and it drops down through the seed tube and into the ground. That's kind of a general overview of that area, and that's what we'll be looking at today. So,
all right, let's go.
Come on in.
Welcome to the shop. Again, it's gonna be noisy.
Right here, this is the vacuum.
That's the vacuum.
And over here's the seed disc. I don't know if you can see it turning. This is the seed disc turning. And then over here is where the seed will go into, and it'll stick to the disc, and you should be able to see it when I put some in there. How it comes out.
Should I be able to see it right here?
You'll be able to see it right there.
Okay. So you can see how it's all sticking to that one side because of the vacuum.
It's coming around, and then it's coming out the bottom. I don't know if you can see.
That's turning it. So it'll go from here, and then it gets wrapped around, and that's where the seed is then put into the ground. Anything else, farmer? All right. What?
I don't think so.
Don't think so. Okay. Well, have an awesome Friday. It's Farmer Friday. Go out there, plant some corn, make America great again. Bye, guys.